Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Come on. Hey.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll take it inside the 25. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged.
They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play action with Hurts. They'll run, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone. The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's There's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
5 yards remain on second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
19 Chargers.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run here with Swift. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Brian Johnson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
60
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Lions will take over.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Johnson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have... as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out. Swift going to try up the middle, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Back to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
Swift is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Swift again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And this time he is in. Yes. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They find some open field here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
18 Cardinals, 18 Pioneer.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And some room to maneuver. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Fix the Eagle. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big pickup of 38. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep for more. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here. "47-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A big play there for Detroit, and even 40 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Mayfield. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Moore from 3 yards out. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second.
Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, 39 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. The point after is good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Swift. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's a high-pressure moment for Brian Johnson. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about it. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. To try here for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if if they can get this onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, in whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. On third down, here comes Swift. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They're marking down at the 49. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.